All right, we're looking at, oops, let me go there. There we go. This is CC2, and this is section 2.2.5, specifically number 2-90. Okay, so in this question, we've got Frida Friendly works for a local car dealership. She noticed that 3/4 of the cars are sedans and that half of them are white. What fraction of the dealership cars are white sedans? So we're going to go through the process to answer that question. So part A says use a unit rectangle to represent the situation. Label parts carefully. All right. So I'm going to draw a rectangle to show what we have here, a unit rectangle. And I know that 3/4 of the cars are sedans. So I'm going to draw my 3/4 this direction. Okay, so I can say that over here is 3/4. So what does that look like? I'm going to shade. Let me get a shading here. I'm going to shade 3/4 of this unit rectangle. There's 1, 2, 3/4, right? So then it also tells me that half of them are white. So if I call it out half, so if I split that in half, here's my 1/2. So this direction is a half, this direction's a fourth, and at that point I can shade in a half. So when I shade in a half, I'll shade this direction like this. So this is shaded here. So look at what's double shaded. That is the part that we're talking about. That's going to be sedans and white, right? So 3/4 are sedans, there's the yellow shading, and half of those are white. And so I shaded half of that. So if we look at what this rectangle now represents, how many pieces are there? What's the parts of this rectangle? The parts are now 8, right? And so what parts, all the parts are 8. What parts are double shaded? 1, 2, 3. So 3/8 are double shaded. So that tells us that 3/8 of the sedans are white. That's exactly what we've got. And I use this unit rectangle to represent that. So part B, it says write an equation or sentence that describes the situation and answer the question. So the equation really that we're dealing with, the math that we're dealing with, is saying that 1/2 of 3/4 of the sedans are white. So this is the situation. 1/2 of 3/4 of the sedans are white. So when you look at 1/2 of 3/4, 1/2 of, when you say of anything, it's that multiply is the operation that's occurring. So it's 1/2 of, so 1/2 times 3/4. So when I multiply 1/2 times 3/4, I get, multiply straight across, 1 times 3, 2 times 4, I get 3/8. So that's the equation that is represented by that situation. And then part C says, write your answer from part B as a decimal and as a percent. So as a decimal, remember how to make a fraction into a decimal. So 3/8 means 3 divided by 8. So I'm going to take and do the long division algorithm. So 8 doesn't go into 3 any whole number wise. So we got to add our decimal place and add some zeros and then do the division. So 8 goes into, look at it as 30. 8 goes into 30 3 times. Multiply, you get 24. Subtract 6, bring down the 0, right? Doing our long division algorithm. 8 goes into 60 7 times. Multiply, I get 56. Subtract 4, bring down the 0. Now that's 40. Okay. And then last one here, 8 goes into 40 evenly 5 times. So that gives me no remainder when I multiply. So I've got my decimal. So 3/8 I could say is equal to 0.375 or 375 thousandths, right? And then to make that a percent. To make it a percent, we need to multiply by 100. And anytime you multiply by 100, you move that decimal place twice over. So my percent in this case is going to be 37.5%. So written as a decimal, percent, my fraction, and there we have it.